in the first quarter for the US. So we're looking for a bounce back, and those two policies combined. So the two together really do give us an outlook for global growth, and that ties in with oil, because without these geopolitical tensions, it really remains as to how much demand there is for oil versus the supply of oil. The demand obviously increases when there's more global growth. Now, we've seen increased supplies from the US, and they're increasing production, so that's a downward force. The upward force has to come from growth. Obviously, the largest economy in the world is the US, hence the importance of this report today. Now, let's zoom in on this tight range that we've been looking at in the price of oil. We've been in a 150-cent range with about 106 on the bottom end, 107.50 on the top end. Now, we're right in the middle right now, so it's not giving us too much clues based on this 4-hour chart that I'm going to show you right here. You can see the range right there, and from this chart, you can't really tell which way the breakout's going to happen. Now, when you get a tight range like this, one way to play it is really not to try and judge which way the breakout is going to happen from. Rather just when the breakout does happen, trade that breakout straight away as the price moves beyond one of these barriers, or a certain percentage beyond one of these barriers as an extra level of caution. Or you can look at a close for the day or for the hour or for whatever time period you're trading beyond one of these barriers. Or you could look for a move through it and a pullback to that former support or resistance area, and then look to trade from there at a more preferential price. But if you did want to try and judge the direction, something you can do is pull back to a longer term chart, which I'm going to show you now, is the weekly chart for crude oil. And you can see the week before last, we had a strong hammer pattern off some support, just as you can see on the 4-hour chart, around this kind of 104.50 area. So that hammer formation is typically bullish, and then the following week we saw a weak-ish, but still nevertheless a bullish engulfing candlestick. So on the weekly formation, it's looking like a potential move higher, but if we zoom down to this 4-hour chart, it's obviously looking sideways. It could go either way. Perhaps that weekly chart lends towards the upside, but still we'll have to wait and see, particularly for this GDP report today. So that's it for this week's CMC Markets Commodity Snapshot. Keep an eye on the price of oil. Look out for this potential breakout. Keep an eye, obviously, on today's reports, the GDP